Hey there, my name's Steven. This is going to be a quick video showing you the black key method. This method is going to give you an efficient way to practice and remember all of your major and minor chords on the piano. So if you don't know what the difference between major and minor chords are, I recommend you watch this video and then come back to this one and everything should make a little bit more sense. So why should you bother learning this? Well, if you're just getting started learning chords on the piano, you likely know a few chords, maybe a few chord progressions, but there's likely a few chords, particularly the black ones, that you might not be super familiar with. So if you've got any confusion around that, I think this video is going to help you. So before we begin, let's talk about the entirety of major and minor chords. How many are there? Well, there are 12 major and minor chords, one for every single note within the octave. 24 chords might seem like a lot, but once you see it with this method, it's going to make it a lot easier to practice and remember. So let's take a look at the first part of this method. We're going to start with the group called the 0 black keys. This group and a lot of these other groups that I'm going to show you will all feel and mostly look the same. So one thing I do want to point out in the beginning is this sus shape. So this sus shape has a perfect fourth and then a tone in between that, or a major second. And the way you can look at this is these are the roots of your major and minor chords. So for example, on the first one here on the note C, if I put a major chord like that, that's going to be my first major chord. And if I go up now in the sus pattern, this F chord is going to be my next major chord, and then continuing on, G is going to be my next major chord. If I put that same sus shape on the note A, this is going to show me all of the minor chords for these 0 black key groups. A minor, D minor, and E minor. Now the cool thing about this is when we move on to the next group, the 1 black keys, it's going to invert. So every single one that I just showed you here, which is major, is going to become minor, and the one that I showed you here, all these ones which were once minor are now going to become major. So check this out. So this is for the 1 black key group, and it looks like this. Okay, so we've got C major. The way I turn C major into C minor is I just lower the note a half step. And that's the same for every single chord. Doesn't matter what kind of group it is. So we have this. That's C minor. I go up in my sus pattern. F minor is going to feel very, very similar. G minor is going to feel very, very similar. Now, the cool thing is I'm on A minor, right? Now, instead of going down, I'm going to raise it up because I'm in a minor chord. So I raise it up a semitone. That's going to give me my major chord. So this is A major. I go up in my sus shape, D major, and E major. So now I already have 12 major and minor chords that I already know. That's like half of them. So let's go on to the 2 black keys. So these are also very, very similar, but this is where it starts to deviate a little bit from the pattern, but I think it'll still be easy, so just stick with it. So we've got this A flat sus shape like this, okay? And we can also follow the same thing for all our major chords. This is what A flat major is going to look like, D flat major, and E flat major. Now A flat minor, we're just going to take this note C and we're going to lower it again, 1 half step. You can see 1 white note going to another white note. That's what it's going to look like. The cool thing is when we go to C sharp minor or D flat, you notice we have that same thing, a white note going down to a white note. Okay, so those are all of the major and minor chords for the 2 black key groups. You might be wondering, well, what happened to the E flat? Well, watch this. So if I'm on E flat and I lower it to make it a minor chord, you notice how we have 3 black keys? That takes us into the 3 black key group. The 3 black key group is super, super easy to remember because it's only 2. We have E flat minor and G flat major, right? Or G flat major or F sharp major, whatever you want to think. To finish it up, we have 4 more chords to learn, and these ones are a little bit more challenging, admittedly, but I think once you can see the pattern and practice them in a few songs, you're going to get them down, no problem. We're going to start with B major. So B major looks like this. You've got 2 black keys on the right and then 1 white key on the left. Now, if we go to B flat major, it's going to look like this. 2 white keys on the right and then 1 black key on the left. So B flat minor is going to look like this. If we take this note, we lower it 1, that's going to be B flat minor. So 2 black keys on the left, 1 white key on the right. And if we go to B minor, it's going to look like this. So we have B major, B minor, that's B minor. We just lower it 1. 2 whites on the left, 1 black on the right. So that's taken us through all of the major and minor chords in its entirety. So now the question you might be asking is, how do we apply this so that we can actually get better at remembering this and feel more comfortable with our chords? So the best way to do it is to practice your triads and your 4-note chords. So triads being like this and your 4-note chords being like this. Practice them in your inversions. So for example, you're doing your inversions like this, and then your 4-note chord inversions as well. Do that in this order. You'd start with 0 black keys, kind of like this I was showing you. And then you do the minors, and then the majors. Go A flat minor, and then you have E flat minor, G flat major, B flat, B major, B flat minor, and B minor. It's a great way to practice because chords in particular all follow this same pattern. Now, a disclaimer, once you jump onto 7th chords, that's going to change a little bit because they don't all follow this pattern, but I think for somebody just starting out, for your triads and 4-note chords, this is going to be excellent and it's going to really help you. So once you've spent some time learning this method, it's important to remember you need to mix it up. And so this is a really condensed and efficient way to practice it, but when we're practicing music, it's actually important for your memory recall to try and practice it like out of different orders and stuff like that. So for example, chord progressions, sequences, or anything like that is actually going to help you remember these chords a lot better. And that pretty much covers it. And I hope that this has helped you get a better understanding of all of your major and minor chords. If you have any questions, feel free to write me a comment. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like. It just helps me know that this camera equipment that I got didn't go to waste. All right, see ya. Bye.